Airports are built to drain your time, money, and patience. All the rules, restrictions, and huge crowds can totally wreck your vacation even before it begins. But they don't have to win from now on. I'm on your side, revealing the quiet, totally legal shortcuts. These tricks will make your travel game 10 times easier and more enjoyable. Here are 15 airport hacks that feel illegal to know, plus a bonus you'll use on your very next trip. Let's get into it. Instead of endlessly refreshing a buggy airline app, just open your messages and type your airline code and flight number, like DL664, and text it to yourself. Your phone will create an automatic link. Tap it for a live map, real-time gate changes, departure alerts, and even your baggage carousel number. You can send the same text to the person picking you up so they can track you in real time. It's a faster, more reliable way to get flight info, and it costs zero data. If you're worried your carry-on might be too big for that dreaded sizer box, don't risk the fee. Whip out your phone, open the built-in Measure app, and scan the length, width, and height. Check the airline's exact published limits. If you're slightly over, you can repack on the spot. Wear your heaviest sweater or move a power bank to your pocket. This quick check can help you dodge a baggage fee that averages $50 domestic, $90 international. At the security checkpoint, instinctively head for the line on the far left. Because most travelers are right-handed, they naturally drift to the right, leaving the leftmost lanes slightly less crowded. It's a small psychological quirk that can shave precious minutes off your wait time, especially during peak hours. To beat the traffic jams at the terminal, simply do a lane swap. During a morning rush, get dropped off at the arrivals level instead of departures. It's usually a ghost town, and you can just walk upstairs to the same security checkpoint. The reverse works for evening pickups. Have your ride collect you at the departures curb. It's often empty while everyone else is battling for space downstairs. This 2-minute walk can save you 20 minutes of idling. We all know you can't bring liquids through security, but nobody said anything about an empty bottle. Pack an empty, reusable water bottle in your carry-on. Once you're past the checkpoint, you can fill it up at any water fountain for free, saving you from the $5 airport markup and helping you stay hydrated. Don't just wander the airport following signs. Before you even land, open Google Maps and zoom into the terminal. An indoor floor plan will pop up showing gates, restaurants, and even walk times. You can instantly see which Starbucks is closer or find a quiet spot to charge your phone, like the often empty airport chapel. It's the best way to navigate a new airport without lounge access. Here's a TSA rule you can use to your advantage. Frozen liquids are allowed through security as long as they are completely solid. You can freeze a bottle of water solid to use as a DIY ice pack to keep snacks or medications cold. By the time you board, it will have melted into the most refreshing and free drink on the plane. The departure time on your pass isn't what matters. The gate closes 10 to 15 minutes before that. The moment you get your boarding pass, set an alarm on your phone for exactly 1 hour before the flight's scheduled departure time. This guarantees you'll be at the gate with time to spare, but not so early that you're forced to gate check your carry-on if the overhead bins are full. Hear the beep, head to the gate, and board relaxed. After a long trip, the last thing you want is to wander a massive parking garage trying to remember where you left your car. Before you even walk into the terminal, take a quick photo of your parking spot number or any nearby signs. It takes 2 seconds and saves you from a frustrating end to your vacation, especially late at night. While you want to be comfortable, dressing smart can actually increase your chances of a surprise upgrade. So instead of pajamas, maybe opt for flex denim or joggers that look like chinos and pair them with breathable knit shoes and a collared shirt. Gate agents need a reason to bump someone to a premium seat, and looking presentable really helps stack the odds in your favor, even if you don't have elite status. It costs nothing, but honestly, it can feel like you're kinda cheating the system. To get through the check-in line faster, stand in the regular economy lane that's positioned right next to the priority check-in desk. When the priority agents finish with their passengers, They often look to the closest economy line to grab the next person, just to keep things moving along. This simple positioning can shave about 15 minutes off your wait, and often gets you a more experienced agent who might be more willing to waive fees. Airlines are pretty strict about the one bag and a personal item rule, but they usually ignore shopping bags from airport stores. If you need a little extra space, just buy a small item from a duty-free or terminal shop and ask for a large bag. You can then discreetly add a few of your own items into it. Gate agents rarely count a shopping bag against your carry-on limit. While, many baggage handlers admit the fragile sticker won't actually stop your bag from being tossed around, it can totally change when it's loaded. Fragile bags are often loaded last onto the plane, which means they're the first to be unloaded onto the carousel. It's a bit of a gamble, but honestly, this small sticker could save you 20 minutes of waiting at baggage claim. Forgot your phone charger or headphones? Don't rush to the expensive airport electronics store. Instead, just head to the airport's lost and found office. After a certain period, usually 30 to 90 days, unclaimed items are often disposed of, donated, or sold. Some airports even have surplus centers or partner with online auction sites where you can buy perfectly good, unclaimed electronics for a fraction of the price. If a flight is oversold and you get involuntarily bumped, don't just accept a voucher. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, you're actually entitled to cash compensation. Depending on the length of the delay to your final destination, you could be owed up to 400% of your one-way fare, with a maximum of $1,550. So know your rights, firmly ask for the cash you are owed, and, hey, you might get paid for your troubles right at the gate. 15 hacks, 0 frequent flyer status required. If you learned something scandalous, drop your favorite sneaky move in the comments. Let's build a traveler Bible the airlines can't delete. Hit like, hit subscribe, and next time you fly, text yourself that flight number. Safe travels, and remember, the rules are optional, the departure time is not. Airplanes are one of the most advanced ways to travel. But let's be honest, most people still don't know half the secrets. The ones that make flying easier, cleaner, and more comfortable. So whether it's your first flight or your 100th, here are 7 simple air travel tips you'll wish someone told you sooner. Let's start with something chilly. Literally. Window seats are great for the view, but did you know they're also noticeably colder? The air outside the plane can drop to minus 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That external cold transfers through the plane's walls, and the window seats? They get the worst of it, especially during summer when you're dressed light. If you love sitting by the window, layer up. Or just ask the crew for a blanket. Simple fix. Major comfort upgrade. Next, let's talk about what you're drinking. Hot drinks like coffee or tea? You might want to skip them. Here's why. The water used to make them often isn't clean. It comes from tanks that are rarely sanitized properly. Studies found E. coli and staph bacteria in that water. Some flight attendants refuse to drink it themselves, so if they're avoiding it, maybe you should too. Instead, ask for bottled water or juice. Much safer, much smarter. Here's something you probably don't want to hear. The dirtiest spots on the entire plane? They're not the bathrooms, they're the tray tables and seatback pockets. Yeah, those pockets in front of you? They're full of trash from previous passengers, used tissues, food wrappers, random junk, and tray tables. Flight attendants say people actually change diapers on them. Diapers. So do yourself a favor. Bring disinfectant wipes, keep your stuff in your bag, and never, never put food directly on the tray. If you get to pick your flight time, always go with a morning flight. Here's why. Delays stack up as the day goes on. The earlier you fly, the fewer problems from ripple effect delays. It's also smoother in the air. Morning flights usually hit less turbulence. So if you hate bumpy rides or running late, fly early. You'll thank yourself. Let's talk seats. Not just legroom or views, but service. If you sit toward the back of the plane, you might actually get better attention from the crew. Why? Because it's easier for them to offer extras discreetly. Snacks, drinks, even blankets. They can help you without everyone else seeing. Up front, everything has to look equal. In the back, it's VIP treatment, without anyone knowing. Sure, you'll deplane later, but you might get treated better while you're on board. Got a travel pillow? Awesome, but don't inflate it all the way. Cabin pressure changes mid-flight, and if your neck pillow's pumped to the max, it might actually burst, or just get really uncomfortable. Leave a little air inside, just enough to support your neck without turning it into a balloon. Comfy, safe, smart. Let's talk airplane food. Most people just accept the standard meal, chicken or pasta. But did you know you can choose a special meal in advance? Vegetarian, kosher, seafood, gluten-free. And here's the kicker. They're usually better, often fresher, served before the regular meals, and sometimes way more flavorful. You don't need a dietary restriction to request one. Just choose it when you check in online. Free upgrade, no strings attached, more choice, better food, easy win. Shorts might seem like the comfy choice, but the cabin seats? Not exactly clean. Hundreds of people sit on them every week, and most airlines don't deep clean in between flights. Your bare skin is touching whatever the last person left behind. Not to mention sudden temperature drops mid-air. Trust me, jeans or joggers are your best bet. Stay clean, stay warm, stay sane. Flying internationally? Here's one thing people forget every single time. A pen. You'll need to fill out customs forms, entry cards, and declarations. And when the flight attendants hand them out, everyone starts asking around for a pen. Be the prepared one. Bring one. Use it. Save time. Avoid that awkward pen hunting shuffle at 3 a.m.